Another cool tool to use with maintaining your PC is the Chkdsk Tool. There are a couple different ways to utilize the features of Chkdsk, and today we'll be discussing the command prompt version of Chkdsk. To use this tool at the command prompt, you do need administrator privileges for the PC that you'll be working on. Make sure that you have those before you get started. And basically what Chkdsk does is it checks the the volumes and partitions of a disk to make sure that they are not corrupted somehow or have corrupt data in them, they're physically damaged or somehow flawed, so that the data that is stored there becomes corrupted, unusable, and causes problems. So, to go ahead and get started, we're going to go to the Start menu, All Programs, Accessories, and here at the command prompt, you're going to right-click on this command prompt and run as administrator. If you go ahead and left-click on it and continue, when you get to the Chkdsk feature, it's going to tell you that you don't have sufficient permissions to run that tool. So make sure you right-click here and click Run as Administrator, and you'll get prompted with the user access control or user account control, asking you if you really want to proceed with this action. So go ahead and click Yes, and here is our command prompt window. I've created a partition to scan in particular because I don't know how this lab environment works precisely with this feature, so I'm going to go ahead and scan the partition that I created for this video. And the very basic Chkdsk is Chkdsk. Chkdsk. It's just going to give me a basic overview of what condition this disk is in. It gives me a bunch of information, different files that are scanned, and basically the synopsis down here that we're interested in is how much space was scanned, how many files, any bad sectors, things like that. There are several different parameters that you can use with the Chkdsk command that will help you fix and repair issues, try to recover. And I will link this article in the video or at the bottom of the video, but basically this here describes the basic features of Chkdsk, gives you some important important tips, making sure that you're part of administrator group and things like that. Gives you the proper syntax for using the Chkdsk command. And then here are the actual parameters. There are a number of parameters. Not all of them are used frequently. In this particular case, I would use the F parameter to fix any damaged sectors or damaged spots that it can find. R if I wanted to recover any readable information. X, in this particular exercise, when I run this, I'll go ahead and do this. I'm required to unmount the drive, to lock it and unmount it before I can attempt to fix anything that may be wrong with it. So if I can do fix in general, and I'll be prompted to unmount the drive, or if I do this X parameter, it should automatically unmount the drive and then proceed with the fixing. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. We're going to do our Chkdsk space / and let's just do the F and see if we're prompted to dismount. And here it is. Can't run because it's in use by another process, and it's asking us, would you like to force a dismount of this volume? We'll say yes, and it proceeds to go through the entire process that we just went through and would attempt to fix it if there were any bad sectors identified in that process. Now if I'm correct, when I do Chkdsk again, and this time instead of using the F, I use the X, it should automatically dismount the drive and fix errors at the same time. And there it did. So, check out the article that I'm going to link to. You can see the different parameters that are available to you when running the Chkdsk tool, and I hope this is helpful.